Hi everyone, you're watching my Mend the Marriage video series, and this video is all about dealing with your spouse's friends and family. In particular, many couples struggle with the in-laws issue. That is, they love their partner, but they despise some or all of their partner's family. And of course, this can be a tough problem and can actually destroy marriages if it's handled poorly. So today I'm going to give you some tips to help you deal with those ugly in-laws. The first thing to remember is that your spouse's family are different people. They are not your family, and their ways of acting might be different from what you're used to. It may seem weird to you, but it's not necessarily wrong or bad. It's just different, and it's normal for them. The second important thing to remember is that these people are important to your spouse. Whether you like them or not, you need to accept them and spend time with them, especially on special occasions. If you don't, if you refuse to see them at all, you may be rejecting the people who are most important to your partner, and he or she may ultimately choose his or her family over you. Before you do anything else, you should talk to your partner about your concerns about his or her family. Now, I'm not saying that you should rant about how weird they are. I'm saying talk rationally about your concerns and ask your partner to help you find some solutions. For example, if your in-laws keep dropping in when you're trying to have a calm and romantic dinner, maybe you can ask them not to drop in after 6 p.m. or to phone first to see if it's a good time to visit. And remember that your partner and his or her family are not the same people. You're not married to those weirdos, and you don't have to live with them. So when they say strange things or they criticize you, remember it's them talking and not your spouse. Just because they don't agree with the way you do things doesn't mean that your spouse feels the same way. Also, when they criticize things about you or the way you live, or constantly tell you what to do, try not to take it personally. Always keep in mind that they are people with ideas that may differ from yours. But that doesn't make them right and you wrong. It just means you have different opinions. You don't have to change for them. You just have to be polite and keep your cool. Keep talking to your partner about your feelings, especially when you've just had a bad session with the in-laws. Explain what was hard for you and what you need from your partner, such as support and reassurance that they don't agree with their family. You will need lots of support, so don't be afraid to ask for it. You can be sure that your partner appreciates the effort you're making with their family, and hopefully they'll give you some support and the support you need to keep it up. Now, don't get me wrong, dealing with in-laws you don't like is really, really hard. But hopefully you can keep your contacts to a minimum so that it's easier to keep your cool when you do see them. Another important thing you can do is set some boundaries. Ask for your spouse's support with this, and hopefully they can do some of the boundary setting for you. For instance, if your mother-in-law is constantly telling you your kitchen cupboards are all wrong and she's rearranging them for you, someone needs to tell her gently but firmly that both of you like your cupboards the way they are and that they really work for you. Hopefully your spouse can do this, but if not, then you need to do it. Just remember to be firm but kind and polite. Thank her for her suggestion, and just when you tell her you're not going to change your cupboards just for her. The last tip I can give you is to stay cool. When your spouse's friends and family are really ticking you off, just take a deep breath and remind yourself to stay calm. If it's really bad, then you can remove yourself from the situation for a few minutes. Just go to the restroom, find out what the kids are up to, or just go for a walk around the block. Anything to prevent you from blowing up and letting the situation get out of hand. Stay cool at all times, and remember, anytime you're interacting with your spouse's in-laws or family, it'll be over soon. You don't live with them, you're not going to spend your whole life with them, so just remind yourself, stay calm for as long as you need to, and then everything will be fine, and you won't cause more conflict with your spouse. Well, that's it for today, folks. Good luck with your in-laws. Stay calm, and remember that your spouse loves them, so you do have to stick it out in those situations where you are seeing and interacting with them. Good luck, we'll see you next time.